thank you for inviting me. Thank you, Rita, Susie, and all the Wonderflora CMT HU team. You're doing a great work, guys. Congrats. So I share my screen with my presentation, giving a brief outlook of who I am and what we're doing together with the Federation. So this is a picture which was taken from our last General Assembly in Barcelona, with mostly all of us attending this General Assembly. But first, let me introduce myself. This is a picture of mine a few years ago and a few hair ago. Since I was a really young kid, I started struggling with walking, and so my parents were in alert, and we wandered all around Italy, trying to find some answers. To make a long story short, those answers took almost 15 years to arrive. So that's why I felt like committed to put my scientific background and my knowledge serving all the CMT community. And this led me to being the Chief Scientific Officer of our Italian patient advocacy group, and in the end, President of the CMT Federation. So pretty sure you all know what CMT is. It's just a joke because there is an American broadcasting TV which is called Country Music Television. So the idea of building the Federation traced back in 2017, 2018. We were attending a very special meeting, the Peripheral Nerve Society meeting, and 5 of us basically thought that gathering our know-how and experience together might be helpful for all the European community. So together we're stronger was the idea that was rising among us. So the idea was to build a federation and gain more power and legitimacy to advocate on a European level, attract funds for projects, and have better chances to inform the public and patients, and also lend a hand for new patient advocacy group formation, because we could share our know-how and experience and we had in our own national association. So this is where the organization that's based the European CMT Federation, and from then on we've grown a little bit. Now we have 12 full members, including Wonderflora, and 11 associate members spreading from all over the world, from the States up to China, Israel. So please let me introduce you the board of directors. You will meet Ingo in a few minutes because he is one of the speakers. We also have Marco van der Linden, he's our secretary. Simon Bull from CMT UK, Alexander Leisen from the Belgium division of the Neuromuscular Disease Organization, and Alexandre Oyau from CMT France. We also have Arabella Akaline, which is lending us a big hand. You will also hear her speak later in the afternoon. So this is our website for reference. And one of the main tasks we have is raising awareness. So I'm just flying through the awareness campaign we've done so far. They were multilingual campaigns and had a great impact on the public opinion. You can find all of this material for free. You can download and use it on our dedicated awareness website. I'll show you in a minute. This is the very last campaign we run in 2024. So that's where all the material is collected. Other than the visual, we also have some featured content with video from patients, doctors, and specialists informing and sharing their testimony about coping and dealing with CMT. Of course, we are also on social media, and you're more than welcome to follow us. And I'm briefly speaking about the first CMT Specialist Conference we had in Paris 2 years ago. And I'm not spoiling anything, but you will hear from Ingolf and Arabella later on that we are organizing a second CMT Specialist Conference in Antwerp next October. So we're really looking forward to it. We aim at having also a special role in promoting and boosting research, supporting research, and providing recommendation letter or advice, helping them organizing surveys and providing the support of patients to the research, having the patients with a very definite and important role in defining CMT research. We are also advocating at an European level. For instance, this is a lecture which was sent to all the European Parliament candidates to stress the importance of acting to improve the quality of life of patients with CMT. We have very strategic partnership with many different other federations all around Europe, with the RODIS and the European Reference Network, and also with many pharma companies. Just briefly, let me present you a few results about the survey we ran among our members last year. We asked them to define which were the goals they were aiming at in order to provide more support in that direction. And the bigger the word, the more was cited the specific goal. So, of course, patients is in the center of any organization. We are all the members care about informing and taking care and providing advice to patients. And there's also focus with rehabilitation of CMT patients, which is the main focus of this conference. Talking about the hurdles in the same survey, what we've got from our members that there's definitely a lack of funds, there's difficulty in many aspects, there's lack of awareness, and the absence of the specialized centers for taking care of CMT patients. So talking about rehabilitation, well, there was a nice review of the work that has been done so far in the field of rehabilitation and CMT, and I'm trying to sum up some points which might be useful for further discussion. I'm talking about balance training because balance is a big issue for patients. There's a strong evidence that aerobic exercise can be helpful, and also muscle strengthening, and stretching must also be taken into account. There are some evidence that hydrotherapy could also show some positive results, but the take-home message would be that CMT patients need for continuous rehabilitation. So probably telerehabilitation might be an answer, but we also have to advocate at the national and international level, because all the CMT patients, just like me, know that this is really, it's really hard to get continuous rehabilitation from the national health system. So here I'm just presenting a few of the recent literature about rehabilitation. Some of them have our national association deeply involved in that. For instance, there was a recent paper published on neurological sciences which showed that intensive rehabilitation had an impact on functioning in patients with mild and moderate CMT. So this is probably the first evidence that rehabilitation on CMT works. I'm also would like to talk about the clinical practice guideline for the management of pediatric CMT. That's a nice word from the Joshua Burns group. I'm pretty sure it will present it soon after your pose. And then I would like to stress, just like those authors did, that children with CMT disease need early physiotherapy intervention. So the sooner, the better. Let's not wait for the kids to grow. As National Association, we also published a work showing that functional surgery can be effective in treating CMT, but we have to minimize the, let's say, still period. So we have to start intensive rehabilitation after surgery as soon as possible. Otherwise, we will all lose our muscles and it will become harder and harder to get them back and functioning. I would also stress on another interesting review. It was a survey among the Italian registry patients showing the use tolerability and benefits and side effects of AFO, so orthotic device. Those must be taken into account when performing a rehabilitation plan and can be useful for CMT patients. The very last paper I would like to present is about vestibular impairment in CMT disease. You know, we have a kind of a gyroscope in our ear that tells our brain where our head is in the space. So there is some evidence that this gyroscope, this system, might be not working properly in CMT patients. So we have funded a research project in Italy where a group of researchers are investigating this specific system, and apparently we have preliminary results that are quite promising. So how this translates into a benefit for CMT patients? Basically, if we aim at doing a rehabilitation specific for the vestibular system, we might improve the balance of CMT patients. The very last take-home message would be, do not forget training your physiotherapists and specialists. We are running at an European level and at a national level specific training courses. We run so far 14 training courses for physiotherapists. And last year, during summer, we had a neuropathy rehabilitation summer school in Rome, supported by European Reference Network. And we also run courses online for doctors, physiotherapists, and that's the way to go. We need to train all the medical equip, all the doctors and health professionals around us to treat the CMT patient at their best way. So with this, let me just thank Daniel. Daniel was the honorary and former president of the European CMT Federation. He passed away recently, and without him, I probably won't be here speaking to you. So thank you for your attention.